What happens to your mind and body when you watch porn? Every day, the shocking truth you need to know. Before we dive in, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe if you want more eye-opening content, and drop a comment below telling me what you think about today's topic. Are you ready to challenge what you believe? Let's get started. Introduction. Did you know watching porn daily can actually rewire your brain in just 30 days? Before you scroll away or start typing angry comments, hear me out. This isn't coming from any political or feminist agenda, just cold, hard reality backed by neuroscience, psychology, and real-world evidence. Porn has become the new normal for millions of men worldwide. And I don't mean casually watching for a couple of minutes here and there. I'm talking about daily consumption. Hours of scrolling, clicking, watching, fantasizing. It's so accessible today that it's practically shoved in front of you anytime you want it. But have you ever stopped to ask, is this really what I want? Or is my primal male instinct being exploited? I'm not here to judge or moralize, but to shed light on what's really happening inside your brain and your life when you make porn a daily habit. The abuse isn't physical, it's psychological. It's a hijacking of your instinctual drive, and it comes at a steep price. Before we move on, smash that like button if you've ever felt trapped by the cycle. Share your story in the comments. This is a safe place to open up. Part 1. The first 7 days. Instant gratification versus lasting impact. Question to keep you hooked. How does watching porn just once start rewiring your brain's reward system? Can you even feel the changes? The moment you click play on that video, your brain floods with dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure and reward. Dopamine is the same chemical released when you eat delicious food or achieve a goal. But here's the kicker. Porn delivers an intense and immediate dopamine rush, often stronger than natural rewards. Scientific insight. According to research published in Frontiers in Psychology, 2016, frequent porn consumption can lead to sensitization of the brain's reward pathways. This means the brain craves even more stimulation to achieve the same high, a phenomenon similar to drug addiction. Practical example. Imagine you start watching porn to relieve stress after a tough day. On day 1, it feels satisfying. By day 3, you need more extreme or novel content to get the same effect. By day 7, you're already caught in a loop where your natural pleasure responses are dulled. Personal take. It's like trading your mind's rich palette of emotions and motivation for a one-dimensional high. Your choices start narrowing down, often without you realizing it. If you're watching this and feeling uneasy, now's the time to pause and reflect. Comment below if you've noticed yourself chasing more intense content lately. Part 2. Days 8 to 30. The addiction cycle deepens and control slips away. Did you know that after just 1 month, your brain may physically change in response to porn? What does that mean for your impulse control and emotional health? By day 15, the cycle of craving and reward starts rewiring your brain's prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and self-regulation. Studies using fMRI scans, such as those reported in JAMA Psychiatry, 2014, reveal reduced activity in gray matter in this region among heavy porn users. What does this mean? Your ability to say no weakens. The compulsive need to watch porn becomes an automatic response, much like pulling your hand away from a hot stove. Real-life scenario. A man in his late 20s who began daily porn use notices he can't focus at work, relationships suffer, and even his sexual performance with real partners declines. He feels trapped but unable to stop despite knowing the harm. Science also points to emotional consequences. The dopamine desensitization causes diminished motivation and can trigger anxiety or depression. A vicious cycle where porn becomes both cause and temporary relief. Personal reflection. When I speak to men struggling with this, the most common complaint is feeling not themselves and disconnected. It's as if the fantasy world becomes safer than real life, but it's a prison in disguise. If this resonates with you, don't wait to share your thoughts. Hit the like button if you're ready to break free. Part 3. Days 31 to 60. The illusion of control and reality's harsh return. What happens when the fantasy world no longer satisfies? How does prolonged porn use affect real intimacy and identity? By the 1-month mark, many men report what's called porn-induced erectile dysfunction, PIED. The brain and body are so conditioned to hyperstimulating, unrealistic scenarios that normal sexual encounters become less arousing. A landmark study from the Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2016, confirmed PIED as a growing phenomenon correlating with increased porn consumption and younger onset age. Imagine being in a loving relationship but unable to get fully aroused or maintain an erection without the mental switch of porn fantasy. The result? Frustration, shame, and a deepening sense of failure. This phase is often where denial sets in. Many blame themselves, their partners, or even seek pharmaceutical fixes without addressing the root cause. Personal commentary: porn creates a distorted mirror of masculinity, fast, easy, and never accountable. The real man who builds patience, communication, and connection seems out of reach. If you're watching and feeling lost, know you're not alone. Comment below what's been hardest for you to admit. Part 4. Days 61 to 90. The crossroads, recovery, or continued decline. Can you reclaim control of your brain and your life if you quit porn now? What does science say about neuroplasticity and healing? The good news: the brain is remarkably adaptable. Neuroplasticity allows recovery if you commit to change. Studies have shown that after 60 to 90 days of abstinence from porn, many men experience improvements in prefrontal cortex function, better self-control, dopamine receptor sensitivity, restored pleasure response, emotional regulation, reduced anxiety, cured depression symptoms, sexual performance, recovery from PIED. One famous case is Gary Wilson, author of Your Brain on Porn, who documented his own 90-day reboot in the scientific research supporting recovery timelines. But here's the catch: recovery is neither easy nor automatic. It requires deliberate effort, replacing old habits with meaningful activities, therapy, and sometimes community support. Real-life example: men who commit to 90 days porn-free report increased energy, better focus, improved relationships, and a renewed sense of identity. Personal insight: this journey isn't about giving up something. It's about reclaiming what was stolen: your time, your freedom, and your true masculine power. If you believe this message deserves to be heard, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Conclusion: what happens when you stop watching porn? You get your life back. Before you jump to conclusions or write your angry comment, just pause and reflect. This video is not about shaming or lecturing. It's about revealing a hidden epidemic and offering hope. Porn is not sex. It's a distorted fantasy that hijacks your brain's primal instincts. When you trade your precious time and mental energy for virtual pleasure, you lose more than you realize: control, intimacy, motivation, and your authentic self. You might hate what I say here, and that's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. But if you're ready to explore a different path, to break free from the chains of daily porn use, the power's in your hands. If you're serious about reclaiming your life and masculinity, hit that like button, share this video with others who might be struggling, subscribe for ongoing support, and most importantly, comment below. Let's start a real conversation, free of judgment, about what you're facing and how you want to change. Thank you for watching. Now it's your turn.